Hello, everybody, and thank you for tuning in to this podcast stream. We here at Knights of the Braille and the Rimers wish you a very Merry Christmas and a happy and safe New Year. And we are live, everybody, on Twitch, where everybody waves to everybody else. Not that we have cameras, but I am Richard, and this is a podcast of the Rime of the Frost Maiden Homebrewed edition. Been doing a little homebrew here and there since the beginning with things I didn't like. I changed. But now it is like most I'm just using the city names and very little plot from the actual campaign. This is for Knights of the Braille. You can check them out at www.knightsofthebraille.com, and be sure to check the links below for all of the copyright stuff, music to check out, and for all you people out there with lots of money like Adrian, we all know he's rich. Be sure to check out
Adrian, you're rich. I didn't know that.
Be sure to check out the Knights of the Barrel Patreon at the link below in the description. Not on Twitch because I can't figure that part out yet, but definitely on the YouTube link. We're going to go around here and introduce ourselves to everybody. Just say your name, your race, and your class that you are. We'll start off with Adrian because I like him better than I like Jesse. So.
Hi, so I'm Adrian. I am the Sidey of the group, and I play Creamtash Krivitrine, which happens to be a dragonborn Circle of the Wildfire druid. And he looks old, and he has golden, beautiful eyes, and he has this twitchy thing he does because it's really cold and his eyes get really dry. So from time to time, you'll see him licking his eyes just to kind of keep the moisture going.
It's so great.
Excellent.
That's amazing.
Jesse.
I'm Jesse, and I play Bodar the Loxodon, which is giant elephant barbarian. And I guess we don't really do fun facts anymore, but since Adrian said about his tick, Bodar loves to carve wood carvings.
Steven.
Yeah, I'm Steven. I play a Simic hybrid, Simic hybrid named Zemodin. He's a cleric, and what level are we supposed to be, Richard?
You're supposed to be at 6 since you don't pay attention.
Okay, well, he will soon be 6.
6.5, right?
Since Steven doesn't pay attention and obviously doesn't care, let's move on to Fernando here.
Hey everyone, I play Cazador Cage, 27-year-old human ranger. Just hoping to see my wife after 12 years.
What shape is she in, though?
Hopefully still curvy.
Is she breathing? We don't even know that.
Well, I'm a big fan of
though.
Ghostbusters, and the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man was curvy. Kievar.
Okay, hi, I'm Kevin, tag Kievar, but my character is Morgrim. He's apparently human and a Hexblade Warlock. He talks to things that other people can't see, sometimes objects, sometimes, just the air.
Excellent. And Frankie.
Hi, I'm Frankie. I'm playing Verdant, the half-elf life cleric, and he's just all about surviving out in the wilderness. I didn't want to play Nurture Domain, so I wanted to play Life, but he's all about the survival.
I like it. Reminds me of Deontay Meadfist, life cleric that I know pretty well. Again, my name is Richard, and I am the Dungeon Master of this group. And to do a brief recap from last week, we had come back from holiday vacation. You all, except for the new people here, obviously, were in the tunnels heading to Lonely Woods. you all had been outside the chamber where 8 Duergar were located and talking. You had spoken about Talarn.
Boy, was that a long fight.
Tell me about it. It was supposed to be just a, oh yeah, let's just listen and sneak on past, but it turned out to be a fight in which I was scrambling to look for armor classes and things like that. But it's all good. Nah, I like it. I like keeping me on my toes.
I'm so sorry.
You all managed to defeat them, and which I forgot to give y'all the XP for that. Remind me at the end of the session. I don't think y'all took very much damage at all, but then y'all went in and ate some jelly beans that were in a jar.
Oh shit.
And took 8d6 damage apiece.
Forgot about that.
And see, y'all see what I mean, everybody that's listening, all 2 of you.
No!
And we ended that right before the fire damage. You, Kaz had seen, and everybody else had seen the carving of Oddly, which was identical to the one that was in Cass's bag that he pulled out and showed to everyone. You all had
and who made that carving for him?
Bodar.
Wow, Jesse, you don't remember? So
Yeah,
interesting.
God.
No, I'm just saying to get Bodar's name mentioned, that's all.
Bodar the Hodar. The Yeti. But y'all had gotten some information from a Duergar on the table in nefarious means.
Oof.
And and that is where we ended, was with the fireball going off. And we still won't come back to y'all just yet, because we cut to the snow outside. The temperature is extremely cold. It's in the negative like 80s with a negative 135 with the wind chill. We cut to Krimtash, Zemoden. They are outside of the chieftain's tent getting ready to head back. And we also have the 3 stooges, orcs, that are standing around. And I've gotten to where I'm asking the players to play NPCs if they want to.
This was so much fun.
So Jesse, I need you to be an orc, and I will be an orc as well. No wait, Fernando, I need you to be another orc, and Kevin, do you mind being an orc as well?
Okay.
You all are basically the 3 stooges in orc form. Your intelligence is like a lot less than what your basic orc is anyway. So this is where we cut. The snow is blowing. It is extremely cold. Krimtash and Zemoden, you are standing there with the chieftain, and y'all have just finished the feast and woke up the next day and are set to head back to Goodmead. Oh, hallowed be thy name, Krimtash.
You don't.
Hello, be thy name.
I believe you should. Krimtash suffice, Your Highness.
Oh, we have to say the whole thing or he gets grumpy.
That's right. You get no food, you not say.
I didn't get to eat for a week one time.
I believe starvation is not good for the body.
Oh, feeding them not good for brains either. You see them. Dum-dum.
Fair enough, but I do respect your ways. And about our arrangement.
They will be there in 6 months, 6 eat time.
Oh, hallowed be thy name.
Oh, Krimtash, hallowed be thy name.
Aye. But did we discuss the location of where your army is going?
The chieftain reaches out and slaps Jesse's orc. I told you, find out. You know, find out.
Dummy.
Where are we going? Where do you need the army?
If you give me a map, I can point it out for you.
He reaches into his pack and pulls out basically what looks like a kindergartner has drawn a map. Will this do good?
You're holding it backwards.
Oh,
Can
I have trouble. I have trouble with that. I'm sorry.
Can I do some sort of check to see the
It's basically just like
legitimacy?
squiggles.
Oh, it's squiggles. Okay, it's nothing. Okay.
Go backwards.
Turn around, dum-dum! And he hits you upside the head.
He turns around, runs into a tree, and then faces you guys.
Oh,
Oh, look, I got another knot on my hand.
See, makes sense now.
Perhaps,
Yes, I feel very smarter.
he looks to Kevin's orc. That's why you're the smart one of group.
Now, big chief, wise guy.
Perhaps if you were to facilitate something that I could use to draw a map for you, that might be a better solution.
I know. I lift up my jerkin, my leather jerkin. I take it off. I turn around. I hand you a knife and show you my back.
Oh, good idea. Matt never go away. He okay.
Yeah.
If I may, maybe they would do better if you provided them more of a physical representation rather than a map.
What do you suggest?
Like, maybe something drawn in the snow or something like.
Oh,
Actually,
no.
Make it.
That's no good. We pee on snow.
Oh, tree over there. If we light it on fire, then we could draw with charcoal.
Oh, good idea. That's why you smart one.
You what? I am sorry. Can you run that by me one more time, please?
We light the tree on fire, make charcoal, and draw with that.
Tree go boom.
Oh, I like tree.
Well, it knocked you in the head.
Krimtesh is looking at the back of this other orc, and I guess he's holding the knife, and it's like,
Yeah. Go do it.
I believe that burning the tree might be a more
Do it.
a better solution.
A female orc walks up to the chieftain. Here is the paper that you were wanting to start the fire with. Oh, good. Throw on fire. Paper no good for nothing.
No.
Oh yeah, good for fire.
Good for fire. Krimtash, you
Throw it
know
in the
fire.
fire. No. May I have that piece of paper, please, Your Highness?
What do you think, Kevin Orc? Give him paper?
What? Well, paper good for start fire.
Yes.
Paper might be good for drawing. Dunno. Do we only have one?
Okay.
Maybe tear it in half and use one half for fire and one half for drawing.
Oh, good idea.
He uses produce flame and just basically just keeps a ball of flame in his hand. The fire is not a problem.
Oh, Hallowed Krimtash. Oh.
If you give me the paper, I can surely turn a piece of the tree, a branch perhaps, into a piece of charcoal.
Oh, good idea. That's why he Krimtash. Hallowed be thy name.
Then you use charcoal on my back?
No, they need a physical map. You can't. I don't think you could do it on your back.
Why?
Because then you would have to travel the whole way, and everybody have to look.
Krimtash feels bad for the orc, and he turns at the orc with his, with no clothing on, and he says, how about if I, after I draw this map, I can perhaps draw a decapitated monkey on your back.
Oh, yes. Then I tell Chief pet my monkey.
Very well then.
Will this map even survive? Till they get to where they need to be.
What is wrong with my map? It was very detailed.
You dum-dum, you had mountains upside down.
What did the other one draw their map with?
We'll say it was in like a
Mud?
mud pie. Yeah.
Oh,
What? Steven, what is the name of your character again?
Zemoden.
Zemoden. Okay. So Cream Dash looks at Zemoden and is like, perhaps I will draw the map for you, and you will be so kind as to guide our little army to their location. I
was thinking that might be a good idea.
I must go ahead and head out first so I can warn my companions, or give my companions the good news, and prepare for battle.
Okay, I think.
Creamtash, mighty warrior, oh, hallowed be thy name.
Yes. Hallowed be thy name.
None of this is necessary.
Hello.
What am I signing up for?
Go ahead.
So Cream Dash takes the piece of paper and he breaks a small piece of wood from the tree, just a small branch, and using produce flame, he kind of burns the tip a little bit. Burns the tip, and he draws a map detailing the location of the town where the army needs to head to, and he gives it to Steven's character, which I need to write the name so I don't.
Zemo. I think
Zemoden.
Zemoden.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna call you Simo. That's easy for me. Simo. There you go. Simo. Let me write it. Write my note over here.
It's like Baron Zemo from Marvel.
There, I love that.
Yeah, there
Perfect.
you
That's
go.
what I keep thinking of.
Yeah.
I'll be right back, guys. I gotta go do something real quick. I'm so sorry. I'll be right back.
All right.
That's fine.
And then he gives a map to Samoden, and he says to him, "Very well. Here is the location. The chieftain believes that they can make it there in 6 days."
Zemoden will take the map and look at it very intently, trying to capture the details and as best he can, just in case something should happen to the map while he was looking.
Once you get there, wait for my signal. Camp on the outside of the town, but right about here. And he points at the map, probably about, I don't know, what's a good distance, Richard, for the war party to kind of camped without being necessarily seen by the town?
We'll say 250 yards away.
Okay.
Because it's there's some forest around. They would know how to hide.
Okay, so I would kind of like point out a location, just wait around this area, and then wait for my signal, so we can plan ahead how we will proceed. I do not know what the situation of the town is at this moment, so I must head ahead first to warn my companions and also assess any potential threats.
Okay, what signal am I waiting for?
I don't know. I guess you'll know when you see it.
Well, you certainly did a fire, so maybe like a fireball or something.
I'm not a wizard, but I'll try. Yes, something with fire for sure.
Oh, hallowed fire. So, and they will be there in 2 days' time. Six eats.
Oh, 2 days time. Okay,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, 6 eats, breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Right.
Because they count things in my world in eats. You know.
Good thing they don't have the Hobbit's eats.
If I turn back
Second
into the
lunch, third dinner.
into the snow leopard, how long would it take me to get there?
Took you half a day to get there before, so half a day to get back.
Perfect.
So it'll take Zemo like 20 days to get these dumb orcs there.
it will take at least a day for y'all to steady marching. And they're orcs and they're tough, so they can move a lot.
Even though they're dumb, I feel like they can march well.
Well, y'all are just
Like
the
that's
dumb
kind of
ones.
my. Oh, we're the only dumb ones.
Yeah,
Okay.
because of the Three Stooges thing.
Yeah.
And speaking of that, I'll wait for Frankie to get back. I'm
Glad to be not doing that voice anymore.
You in?
You're back. Okay, good. I'm going to do this, and then we'll cut to the others. As y'all are discussing this, the chieftain, where your dumb brother Stump? You know, one with one leg.
Stump. Stump's on playing with Stump.
Again?
What me get?
He was supposed to come here.
Uh-oh.
Oh, there he is. And he's dragging something behind him. And, oh, look, I got foods. Oh, you let octopus guy go.
Huh?
Him,
Oh,
octopus
the
guy.
food! Yeah, he friend with Grimtash.
Oh, not Hello Creep. Oh. And he keeps walking and he stumps, you know, like every other step. And he's obviously dragging something behind him that is squirming. It's okay. I got food for us now. This no friend of Hallowed Grimtash.
How about we see what that food is?
Hey, our food.
Yeah.
Food.
Worm boy.
I think we should
I
share.
wouldn't want you guys to get hurt eating bad food, right? So maybe
Oh no. We eat human before. It's good food.
Yeah. Huh?
Only
Only diarrhea for 3 days.
Oh yeah. Oh, and really good if it half elf. Oh, really tasty. Getting a bit of nutty taste in there. It really good.
If you eat dwarf, you'll get constipated.
Oh, very bad.
Oh no, you don't want to eat half elf this time of year.
Yeah, we do.
No,
Yeah.
no, that's not.
We use
I,
ear to clean teeth.
Exactly.
I'm not an expert myself, but I heard that for dwarves, the trick to eating dwarf is to eat 3.5 of them.
Oh, Grimtash smart.
Oh, that is the 10th commandment. Thou must eat 3.5 dwarf. Oh.
Edge it in the rock.
Yes. Okay, I go poke human. Hey, you sleep?
And that is where we introduce Frankie's character.
I mean, I take it I'm the schmuck who got dragged.
Oh, yes.
Hey, what you doing?
Poking belly, tenderize. Very good.
Well, it's a half elf who's probably very pale with kind of blackish hair, wearing chainmail. Do I still have all my stuff on me though?
Oh, yeah, you still have everything.
Wearing chainmail, a mace at his belt, a shield on his arm. Well, I was going on an expedition for this. No, apparently this is happening now.
Yeah, you look yummy.
You touch me, and so help me, you'll see what the light really do.
My,
You
my,
ever-
I'm
my,
telling you guys, you don't want to eat half elf this time of year. They're not ripe. You don't want to eat
My
unripe
beloved.
Oh.
half elf.
I
What
know
is
how
it,
to
Mama?
right?
I'm recording.
my beloved chieftain,
Did you send me a set of Christmas
perhaps we
no.
could celebrate in
Okay.
another
well, that's
with
got
another
delivered.
dish
I was
that
wondering if
is
it's,
not
No,
alive.
Okay.
I'll find out later.
Alright,
I see
Ah.
what's coming here.
Yeah, we kill him first.
No.
Thank you, Grimtash.
No,
I go
no,
grab
no,
like
I-
the guy's mace
No,
that's on his belt,
No.
and like I want to like try to like bring it down on his head or something.
My orc will look very questioningly at the chieftain. Have we ever had halfling?
Halfling? Yes, we have. But you dum-dum, that half-elf.
I know. I want to know.
Chieftain, if you may, this dish that you have here looks very capable of
No, I'm good.
assisting in the battle ahead. So
Okay.
perhaps
Okay.
perhaps
Will.
we could have him help us instead of satisfying your orcs' bellies. And remember, there will be a bigger feast once you manage to defeat all the little grey dwarfs.
Oh, hello, Krintash. Thou speak true because, me like Durger stew. Num num.
Yes, 3.5.
Oh, me eat 3.5 bowls myself.
You eat 3.5 balls? Ew! Why do you eat the balls?
He smacks him upside the head. They're appetizer.
Right now, freaking Verdant has a look of like, this is where my life is taking me now. I question every minute of it.
Wait till you meet the main party.
The chieftain walks over and puts like his face right into your face. The noses touch. You live because hallowed Krimtash, and he blows like really stank breath on your face. Oh, hallowed be his name. Says you live. You do good. Or, you cook good. Num num.
Jokes on this dude. I have proficiency in con save, so I only puke a little bit.
Kevin, I think Chief gonna kiss him.
Can I get my weapon back now, please?
But
Where you want it?
Because I need it if I'm going to help you.
Where do you want weapon? Head? Leg? We tenderize you for battle.
Give me back my mace!
Okay, here.
Thank you.
Okay, we see you in 6-8 times.
6, 8, oh. This is where I would break the fourth wall, and he just looks at the camera like, I'm surrounded by idiots.
Aren't we all?
So, Krimtash needs to head out, so he will look at Zemo. And what's the name of your character? The new character?
Me?
Just
Verdant. Like verdant, like in, like, growing plants. Verdant.
Vernon?
Yeah, verdant.
So he looks at Vernon and then he says, what is your background?
I'm an outdoorsy type, a religious folk. Follow Lathander. Beauty's life, light, and all that.
So athletic, I presume.
Yes.
Very well. This is my acquaintance, Simodan. As you can see, we are in the brink of battle in a few days' time. But I must head out. I would leave you here with Simodan. You are in good hands, allegedly. But he will fill you in with everything that you need to know. And I will meet you all in 2 days' time.
Gives me enough time to recover from the bump in my head.
You should be fine.
I give you another if you want one.
At this point, my orc, will turn his head and show the bump from the tree. My bump bigger.
If I
Internal
maybe we should just hold off on the head bumping for a little bit more, and yeah.
Okay.
Zemo, hallowed be thy name.
No, he ain't no hallowed, dumb, only Krimtash hallowed.
Also, I can help find food for how many people are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Don't forget about my wife and our 3 kids.
Oh, damn.
Elvish swearing. Just a whole lot of Elvish swearing.
Kids is mine. Oh, I shouldn't have said that out loud.
What?
It whole story. It on Days of Wives. Oh, it's really good book. So
Upon all the Elvis swearing, Zemo blushes.
Just like, fuck, my plans are ruined because I was gonna find food for all 5 of you. I have the Outlander background, baby.
Oh wow! I think I learned some new words.
So, Crimtash, you head back to Goodmead?
Yes, sir.
Alright.
Turns into a snow leopard, and he just stashes away.
Alright. And Modin is going to be in charge of the orcs.
Why do I feel like we've just been ditched?
Because you have been. Adrian knows how I DM by now.
Yep. This is great. Good luck.
Baptism by fire.
What's the likelihood of me taking on 6 orcs?
Uh,
Not very likely.
As
Just don't eat the food, man. You're fine.
as Crimtash leaves, we cut to the tunnels.
Oh, good regular voice.
In which we find Bodar, Gem Seeker, Cass, and Sir Jeeves. Having their faces are kind of crusty and ashy at the moment.
Oh.
And a little bloody.
Remains of a duergar, yes. And a jar full of jelly beans, -4.
Very
Oh.
jelly beans.
That was really hot.
Stupid jelly beans.
Oh, that hurt.
I like a little bit of spice in my life, I gotta say.
You like that?
It gets worse.
Okay. I'll take these beans. Maybe we can feed them to our enemy or something, huh? Or maybe Crimtash will like them. I don't know.
If we didn't like them, why would he?
He seems to like spicy stuff, remember?
As you grab the jar, you're now in possession of 100 jelly beans.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Damn it, man. That's gonna hurt me twice. Oh.
I'm sorry, Jam Seeker. Are you okay?
No, I'm not
They
okay,
gonna
man.
get the dragon shits.
Oh,
Yeah, exactly. I have a tiny asshole, man. What the fuck?
I'm really sorry. I didn't know. How about we take a short rest right now?
Yes.
No,
I agree with this.
no. I want. If I do that, like that, I want to shed my pants while I sleep.
Well, no, you don't have to sleep. You can just rest. Or if you sleep, just I'll sit down and you put your head on my lap and I'll make sure you're.
Listen, this is gonna be pretty bad. So I think we all take our space in case an accident happens. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. No putting heads on anybody's lap or anything like that. That's a dangerous proposition right now.
I'm sorry. Okay. Let's do that. I'll take this corner over here. Hey, Butter, can you join me?
Yes. Bodar will try to fit in the corner. Sorry, he accidentally kind of sits on you.
It's okay, brother. I'm just really scared about Oddly. What if she's fallen in love with somebody else?
Then we will take the man and we will dissect him with my axe.
No, I couldn't do that to her because if she loves him, that'd be hurting her. I can't do that to her.
Well, then we will hold a pageant to find your new wife.
Jeez just shoves the corpse off the table and sits on the table.
I feel like Jeeves has
time I've seen a dead body on the table.
I feel like Jeeves has seen some shit in his life. Like he's not just a butler.
It says he's ferocious in combat, so that's what I'm going with.
As y'all are taking your short rest, of course you can roll your hit dice or, I'm going to cut to, I will get the names eventually. Kevin, your character. You are in the hallway here. You appeared as they went into the room. Neither one of you saw the other, so they have no idea that you're here, and you have no idea that they are in that room.
I don't hear them talking.
You roll me a perception to see if you hear them talking. I will give you an advantage because it is a tunnel, and it will echo. Yeah, I was trying to think of the E word.
Oh, that apparently doesn't work. Okay. I got the syntax wrong, I guess.
Just roll the net.
Sometimes it happens. Avery can be quite the lovely lady.
Just a question about hit dice. Can we use as many as we want?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I didn't know if there was any because I've never really done hit dice.
You just have them like your hit dice, your level, so you have 6.
Right. I know. I just didn't know if we could use. Okay.
Yeah, you
Once
can
you-
use all
Yeah.
6 if you want to.
Once you get
Like-
once you long rest, you recover half your hit die though.
Right. Yeah.
Just gotta see them for the rest of the day. I just used 4 out of my 6, so.
So yeah, it's I think it's, if I remember correctly, it's the die plus your con modifier for each die you roll. So,
Yep.
yeah.
Oh, we get to add our con?
Yeah.
Yes.
To each one.
All right. Well, for the advantage perception roll, that would be 21.
Yes,
Adjustment.
you will hear their voices then as you come around a corner. You will have heard them talking inside of the room. To describe this, I said hallway, but this tunnel to you, it's your basic like underground rock tunnel carved underneath, in between the Lonely Woods and Goodmead. It will carry you from one city or one location to the next.
So it's an under mountain tunnel.
Yes.
Okay.
Did you say it's
I'm
a
going to.
crit tunnel?
It's just a regular stone, like carved out of rock and stuff like that. It's not made up or anything. It's just a basic, like you took a drill and drilled a tunnel from one city to the next.
No one got that reference, and I am sad. Oh well.
I didn't catch all of it.
I said, are you sure it's not a secret tunnel?
Oh no.
I'm a dork. Keep going.
It's okay. Everybody else is
I
too.
feel like I should know that, but I can't
Avatar,
place it.
Last Airbender.
Oh, okay. That's why I haven't watched it.
Never saw it.
I own it, but I haven't watched it.
But yes, Kevin. I mean, there's
Right,
like twists and turns and everything, but you're in the hallway where they're at.
I'll creep up as close as I can without being obvious. And I try to listen in on what they're saying.
With your 21, you would heard a pretty good bit of it. Probably wouldn't make a whole lot of sense to you. You would have heard the name Oddly,
I just love her so much.
the Doer, and
So,
about
I'll be right back.
I'll be, and you would have heard about the laying the head in the lap and the jelly beans and everything.
Hey, if we're on edge from combat, would that, could we perceive somebody sneaking up on us? Or
You are in the room, so I would say you'd have to roll perception with disadvantage because everybody in there is talking as well. While the echo would have gone outside of the room, which give him advantage, all the talking would have probably masked his steps. But Kevin, if you'll roll me a stealth, stealth Roll me stealth. I'll say it
As you guys are listening, you just hear the random voice say, "I'm sorry about Oddly, but I'm really hungry for pancakes. Anybody else hungry for pancakes?"
Why don't you just pancake your ass on out of here?
Nah, I rolled a 1, so that's 3.
Oh,
What's your passive perception?
I kicked over a pile of rocks. You pretty much know it there.
My passive perception's 18.
Yep, you hear it.
My passive is 20.
You hear it.
Alright, who's there? Who's there? Come on out.
Where the heck is
Hughes
it?
gets up with a sword.
Yours would be at least 8, so you would have heard it.
Okay.
Hello? I'm,
Step on out of the shadows now, lad.
Alright, well, don't shoot anything at me.
Okay.
I ain't got any guns.
We won't
You have
shoot you.
pancakes?
Wait, maybe it's an ally.
Hope
Well,
he has
that's what we're about
pancakes.
to find out now, isn't it?
Don't come any closer. We ate beans, and our assholes are ready to fire.
Oh, chill, Jen, chill. Okay, just come in, sir.
No, you come any closer.
No,
I'm gonna shit
chill.
on you.
Jen, chill. Just come in the room, it's fine.
Do you go
All right.
in?
Alright, I'll go a little bit closer.
I warn you.
No, Jen, chill. It's fine, sir. Come on in. We're friendly.
Bodar hit
Oh,
Gem
no.
Seeker with his trunk.
Yeah, make an unarmed attack.
Not to try and I'm not trying to do damage, just like shut him up.
Somebody sit on the little fella, come on.
Don't you sit on me, not after those beans, man. Crazy.
They'll be refried.
Oh my god.
Do you walk into the room?
Yeah, a little bit closer. I mean, out of cover, but,
So now describe to us your character, what he looks like.
okay, looks typically human. 6 foot tall, but rather skinny. Dusky skin, black hair, gray eyes. Has a great sword and armor, as well as, I guess, cold weather clothing, because of the environment.
Mm-hmm.
And
And
I'll say, I'm Morgrim. I don't know who you are, but it sounded like you were having a strange conversation, so I just stopped to listen.
Not really a high traffic area down here, son.
It's gonna be in a moment.
Well, what are you doing down here? This is Torrid Guard territory. We're kind of trying to sneak by. How'd you get here?
Well, just looking for, I don't know, new things, exploring.
Oh, you like new things? How about you like beans?
Nice place
You want
to
some
be
beans?
exploring.
Oh, yeah, we do have beans.
Yeah, why don't you
That's
get
okay.
on in there? It sounds like he's probably a bit hungry.
Look
No,
around, you
that's
don't wanna-
okay.
you don't
I mean,
wanna,
it seems to have done something strange to your little friend there.
No,
Oh, he was-
this is weird, man.
No,
He's
he's
always
always
like
like
that.
that.
Yeah.
Wait, which friend?
I think
Little
he's talking
one.
about you, Bodar.
I'm not
Yeah,
little.
he's-
I thought the
Little
gem
one.
seeker guy was a gnome.
Oh,
Nah,
he
he-
always acts that way.
he's
Oh,
a
really?
doer.
I'm sorry. So what you call me again?
Uh-oh. No, he was talking about Bodar.
He called you weird.
No, he was talking about Bodar. No, come on, guys.
You know
Well,
what?
whoever
You
he
know what?
is,
You know what? You can't have beans now.
well, whoever he is, if he's getting beaten by a elephant man, then that seems, not too good for his
Alright.
thinking.
Alright. Morgan, you seem like a capable, guy. You're surviving out here in the cold, and the dwarves haven't killed you. Maybe you'd like to help us? We're trying to get to Lonelywood and help the people come back because they're in grave danger right now.
But
Did you
his
get
eyes
lost?
Flash
No.
red, or flash black at hearing the term Elephant Man. But he doesn't say
No.
anything.
No, we're not lost. Gemseeker here is familiar with these tunnels. He's kind of our guide in a way.
Probably full of shit.
I am full of shit at the moment, yeah. You all saw you all.
Guys, come on, don't pick on him. So, what do you say? Can you want to help us?
Are you lost down here?
Oh, we're not lost, man. We know where we're going.
I think maybe we should tie him up so we can keep an eye on him.
Oh, but that's not necessary.
Yeah, I like that idea. Let's do it.
We don't exactly know who he is, right?
Oh, he hasn't
Yeah.
done anything to hurt us. I mean, you're not
Yo,
with
Butter.
the dwarves,
Except
right?
for
Butter,
sneaking
Butter, just sit on
around
him.
like a rogue.
Hey, Butter, you like to sit on things. Sit on that guy.
I'm not sitting on him.
Man, I thought we were friends.
Well,
You have a funny way of treating your friends, friend.
Hey, I saved you last time, didn't I?
No.
Yeah, I did, man. I wrote you a poem and everything, bro.
You roll.
He did read you or write you a poem.
Yeah, I wrote
Yeah,
you a
that's
poem
right.
about how
You did
great-
write. That was a
Yeah.
great poem.
Oh no, it's okay. You know what? It's fine. I thought we were making some headway
We
here
are.
in our
I'm
friendship.
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just.
The Gemseeker,
I'm
come
annoyed.
on.
I'm really hungry.
He's apologizing. Come
No,
on.
no. That was really hurtful, man. That hurts
John.
my feelings.
He didn't mean it.
No, he meant it. He meant it.
I carved you this, and he puts out a carving of Gemseeker in like very resplendent armor with a sword.
You think I look that small? Is that what you're
This-
trying to say?
No, this is the hero you could become.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Hey, listen, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do with the Hume over here? Okay?
He truly meant it as a compliment.
I think he can just join us. We don't have to tie him up. Right, guy? What? Morgan? Mordrin?
When exactly did you have time
Mordor.
to carve that?
Yeah, Mordor.
I had time. Remember when I took that long bathroom break?
Oh, yeah.
Kevin,
Some people read on the toilet. I carve.
what's your character's name again?
Morgrim.
Morgan. As you had walked down the hallway, you would have noticed very large double doors bound in iron.
Or were those doors where you were trying to get through?
What doors?
There were big doors bound in iron. Are you trying to
Yeah,
get
yeah.
through them?
Yeah, that's where we wanna go.
Where are they?
I saw them a little while ago. Not very far.
Wait a sec. Wasn't it Jim Seeker's idea to go bothering the dwarves?
It was.
Well, I mean, it worked out, right? I mean,
We had to kill them.
I was trying to make friends with food. Alright?
Right. Yeah. I mean, we did get information. If it wasn't for Gemseeker, we wouldn't have known. You know what that guy told us.
But
That's
we didn't need a needless battle either.
We got beans.
We got beans.
Very powerful.
That took our hit points away.
And diarrhea.
And yeah. Well, that's okay. Mr. Mordor, can you take us to the doors?
Who's saying this? The Elephant Man?
Can we
No, this is
guide,
Cass, human.
Can we
He's
guide Jim Seeker?
Well, I don't know them. I'm just saying that I saw the doors.
Do you think you could find them again? I mean, or what do you think, Jem? You're a professional. Could you just take us to them?
Oh yeah, let's listen to him again.
All right. Mordrum, do you think you could find them again?
Sure.
I just passed the kitchen, man. Like it's a tunnel. It's like pretty easy to find.
Okay.
Come on.
Well, there's a lot of passages, right?
Yes.
All
Okay,
right.
well,
Bodar, roll me a perception check, sir.
Alrighty.
Okay, I have something to offer you for your services.
You gonna kiss him?
Wait, Jim's
That
he's
is
got a
a
giant old diamond in there, doesn't he?
22.
You feel something crawling on you.
I will try to slap it away.
You manage to get it close.
Can I see what it is?
As you look down, you don't see anything. It's kind of like that feeling, to describe it, like a flea gets on you. You go to swap it or a fly,
okay.
and it's not there. Yeah.
I hate that.
Yes.
Same. Especially when you can't see the stupid things and you're just swatting yourself like a goober head.
It don't
Yeah,
matter if
and
you
you're
can
probably
see.
like, you're probably miles away from it, and you're just.
You
but
just hit yourself as hard as possible, and then you just feel
Yep.
pain.
but it feels like something is crawling on you, and it stops
it?
as you swipe at it.
Does anyone else feel something crawling on you?
No.
Don't think so.
I just felt something.
You
I
need
mean,
me to check you, brother?
Might be that Jim sick over there climbing on you.
Uh-oh.
Like what? Like a spider?
Yes.
Is Bodar scared of spiders?
I don't know. Maybe it's
No.
a spider.
You want me to check your pant leg?
I can check my own pant leg.
Okay, go ahead.
He looks down, but you said he doesn't see anything?
No.
Nothing's
find it?
here. No.
Maybe you can't check your own pant leg.
Oh god.
Shut up.
man, you
It's
guys are being
alright.
super weird.
It's all right. Back to the problem here. More drum. I got 10 gold here. Can you take us through that door?
I can show you where the door is. That's not a problem.
Okay.
Out of character and no joke, Adrian, I honestly have a family friend that their voice is that high.
Oh no.
Yes.
So, do y'all want to head towards the door, or do y'all want to stay in here and let Bodar check his pant leg?
I want to head towards the door.
Alright.
To the door.
And I know I'm going to mispronounce names until I get used to them, but, Mordrin, right? Mordrin?
Morgrim.
Morgrim.
M-O-R-G-R-I-M.
Okay,
Yeah, except
Morgrim.
everybody else talk. Yeah.
Got it. Morgrim, you lead the way, and you begin to walk down the tunnel. You take several...
Well,
Go ahead.
I can tell them where to go, but I don't want to turn my back on people I don't know.
Alright, that's fine. So you tell them to go down the hallway, and you tell them, like, take several, like, turns, like, left and right, and they will come upon a, two large double doors.
Wait a second.
Wait a
Why
second.
don't you go ahead?
Yeah,
of
I don't want to turn my
I'm
back
not
on him
gonna put
either.
My back at you.
Yeah.
Okay,
We
a
don't
couple
know
of you
him
go in
either.
front.
You're the
A couple
one
of you can go in
sneaking
front.
around.
And a couple can be back.
Okay, so you'll be in the middle of us.
Sure.
I'm
Oh,
okay
yes.
with that.
Wait until those parts start coming out. Yeah, go in the middle. Go.
All right, Porter, you and I can go in the front, and then you'll go in the middle.
I will lead the way.
All right, me and you, brother.
Don't get stuck.
Sorry, I don't mean to make Bodar sound like Eeyore. I
Oh.
said when he said that, he sounded so disinterested, and I wasn't.
We're used to it. So, are y'all ready?
Yep.
Yep.
Y'all begin to walk down this tunnel. You take a couple lefts, then a right, and you come upon it's a door on the right side of the tunnel. It is a, trying to think, it's like a, kind of like a basic wooden door. It's not a double door. And this one has a little bit of iron on it, like for the hinges into the stonework and to hold the wood slats together. It is on your right. And on down the hallway, you can see some other doorways, and at the end of this tunnel, from what you can see right now, it's dark because the lights do not reach that far yet that you can see.
Well, I've got 120 feet of basically dark vision.
Mm-hmm.
But okay.
Right. Alright, Bodar. Lead the way.
Did we knock?
Yeah, try to see if it's... Wait, Gemseeker, is this the door to go into Lonelywood? What do you know?
Hold on. Let me see if I remember. Hey, DM! In my head, I say that, hey, DM, is this the door?
No.
Okay, no, it's not the door, man, sorry.
What is it, though?
It is a door that leads somewhere that you don't know. You've never gone through it.
It is a
I
door
never
that leads
seen
to a wardrobe that leads to a mysterious land.
Listen, I don't know where that goes. I've never seen that door in my life, no.
Oh,
And the door is also bigger on the inside.
Should we skip it then, or should
Well,
we go in
maybe
there?
we can find directions in there.
Or
Wait.
we can find more treasure, or we can find something
pancakes.
to wipe our bum-bums.
Mm,
Do you
okay,
think there's
wait.
pancakes in there?
No, Bodar, what is wrong with you?
I'm so sorry, I almost called you Blade instead of Kaz.
Pancakes.
Wait, Morgrim, you've been wandering around here. Do you know the path to Lonelywood?
I'll rest my hand on the pommel of my sword and kind of mutter to myself and ask Gwen if she knows.
She knows, and she also knows that what she seeks is near.
Pancakes?
Okay, well, I'll ask her in my head, but kind of muttering, like, okay, well, which way then?
Go
Hey, that guy's talking to himself.
go to the end of the tunnel, and when you have walked 400 feet from where you stand, you will find it is what we both seek. This door leads somewhere I do not know.
Okay, so let's skip this one and continue down the hallway.
Is that where Lonelywood
Why
is?
is that?
That's the place that I remember. It's hard because these places are so twisty and everything, but thinking about it for a moment, yeah.
Listen, coming from a fishy guy, I know fishy behavior when I see it. That shit looks fishy as fuck.
Talking to himself.
I mean, we all do it, right? I mean, a little...
Not conversations.
Ah, there you go.
Answer ourselves, Kaz.
Cass.
You're right.
Yo, Chief.
Who's at the front?
Chiefs. You seem so
There's
shit.
Bodar right now.
I'm in the
Or
front.
Modar, roll me a perception check.
I'm there with
Alright.
them. Can I roll too?
Are you beside him or behind him?
I'm behind them. I mean, sorry, besides them. It was us two and then the
Okay.
guy in the middle.
So yes, you can roll
13.
two. You don't see it then.
Stupid Bodar. They're +3.
And Morgan, this place is looking really familiar to you. Like you did walk this way, although it seems that it has changed somewhat as well.
32.
How long ago?
10 minutes at most.
And it's changed in 10 minutes. Wow. Okay.
Believe me, they
Yes.
went into a fort and came out, and it was 12 years later.
Yep.
Oh, God, not this crap again.
But see, y'all don't know this. Morgan does know.
Exactly. Oh, boy. Okay, 22.
You see a teddy bear that is extremely familiar to you.
Where is it?
In front of you. In
On the
middle
door?
of, no, in the middle of the
Teddy bear?
floor, yes.
What? What is... Wait, what?
Why aren't I remembering a teddy bear?
It was in Audley's room. Was you in Audley's bedroom?
No.
Guys, why is this here? I go and pick it up.
What is it?
Is it real? Like, do I pick it up?
Yeah, it's Audley's teddy bear from her room. I mean,
This
look,
is-
it's 12 years older than the last time you seen it, but
This is Oddly's bear. Why is it here?
Why would Audley's bear be in the tunnels?
I don't know. Why would that carving be there? Is it leading, pointing in a certain direction? Like, was it like in a different passage or?
it was kind of turned to the side, and one of its arms would have pointed on down the tunnel straight, like as it was guiding you. Morgan would not have seen this bear whenever he was walking these tunnels before.
I think. I don't know. I think this is like a sign we need to go this way. I think it was pointing this way.
Wait a second. Let me get this straight. First, we go kill a bunch of dwarves to try, really, Durgar to find out which way to go, and then we
Was an accident.
by the shadows, and
No.
tells us where to go. And
No,
now,
we didn't. No,
now
that's not
we're
how it happened.
following a teddy bear.
And
No,
shit beans.
We didn't stop to talk to the door guard to ask for directions. We just heard him talking about Talarn.
Lorny.
Right. I think this is like Oddly sign or something. I don't know why else this would be here, and I like hug it.
As I will go with you.
Oh sure, let's go follow the bear then.
Jeeves, listen to me. I know we haven't known each other for long, but this was my wife's bear. I don't know why else would be here. Something's guiding us
the
this
teddy
way, okay?
bears in the world, son. Lots of teddy bears.
Not like this.
Hey, Cass,
Yeah.
do you mind if I hold on to that bear?
If you hold on to it,
Yeah.
I haven't seen my wife in a long time.
Yeah, but you're gonna need both of your arms to
Probably
hold
not
your
a good
wife, right?
idea.
This
So I
isn't-
will help you by holding the bear. So you
I
have
don't
both
think you
arms.
should listen to him.
he looks really conflicted. He looks at Bodar for guidance.
I would not trust him.
What the fuck, man?
Why the hell do you want the teddy bear?
I just want to
He's probably going to
Help.
wipe his ass with it.
help Cass carry his burden like a good friend would.
He's been talking about wiping his ass for the past 10 minutes. I think that's what
No,
he's
I
gonna do
haven't.
with it.
Well,
You kind of have.
Junseeker, you are a good friend. I really appreciate you offering to help me, but I think for now it's too important to me. I have to have it near me. Thank you. You're a good friend.
Fuck you, Jeeves.
All right, guys, let's go this way. Is the same way the bear was pointing the same way that Morgan wanted to go?
Yes.
Okay, I start heading down that way. Come on, guys.
As you all walk, you pass a imperceptible line, and behind you can hear what appears to be rocks and stone grating as things shift around very quietly. And in front of you, you're now 50 feet away from very tall wooden doors. And like I said, things behind you have changed slightly.
These are different doors, right?
These
Than
are
the ones
two,
we found.
yes, these are two very large wooden doors bound with iron.
Okay. Jemmy, are these the ones for Lonelywood?
Hold on, let me just gotta remember. Hey, DM, my head, I said those. DM, are these the doors?
You've never seen these.
No, man, I never seen these doors before. No.
Damn it, Jem! What have you seen down here?
That's a good question. If you give me that teddy bear, I might be able to remember.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow! I didn't know that's how that worked.
Yeah.
Bodo raised his eyebrow.
Okay. Yeah, I look towards Jeeves and the voter. Like, yeah, This is really cool.
Shrugs. He's done giving you advice.
Here.
Bodar shakes his head, but
What?
we'll say it's before, it's after you don't see it.
Morgan, is
Okay.
your hand on your what's that thing called? Pommel?
Yeah, the pommel or the hilt.
Yeah.
You know.
In your head you hear it's in there. It's all in there.
Well, sure, but we've got to be careful about how we go in there because this is obviously somebody else lives here.
That's your job.
Is,
Oh God, he's talking to himself again.
Are we hearing this like Morgrim's half of this conversation, or is he doing that in his head?
Is it in your head or do you mutter whenever you do it?
Well, he mutters it, but if you say something about it, it's like there are ghosts all around here. You don't understand.
Okay. So
Get a bottom in it.
and the sound of him talking is also very similar to the sound of the stone and all shifting.
I'm still holding my teddy bear, kind of like holding it out slightly, but still holding it close to me. Can't you just hold it while I'm holding it?
No, I actually need my privacy.
He's gonna wipe his ass with it.
I don't know. How about we just open the doors, huh?
Sure, but if we run into like a crazy I don't know, like crazy underground monster, that's not my fault. So if you give me the teddy bear and I just go away for let's say about like 10 minutes, and then I come back, I might be able to like remember stuff.
Hey, what happened to Sweet
Use
Dreams?
it to wipe his ass.
The song's changing over. I'm assuming.
I'm surprised you're able to, run that on Twitch.
That won't play on Twitch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So like the Metallica and stuff, they don't hear on Twitch.
No, that's just for y'all. Now they know they're going to be really, really jealous of you all. So, it plays just for y'all.
Okay.
All right. I'm sorry, Jem. I can't risk it. Let's just. Mangram, you know what's in here?
I'm just exploring myself, but I think that there are people in there that we have to be careful for, but also might be helpful.
Well, how about we be polite and knock, huh?
Yeah, and ask them for food.
Okay. I mean, if you're still hungry, I have
Pancakes.
jelly beans right here, dude.
You
How
want me
about
to
we
go in?
send Jim in there first?
You wanna? Yeah, I'll go in first.
No, I'll go with you. Like, come on.
Okay, but if we find any other teddy bears, are mine, okay?
Yeah, I mean, I already have. At least that's fine.
Fair enough.
All
Let's
right.
go.
All right, let's go.
Alright. Y'all go to open the door then?
Yeah, like I knock
Insecure.
politely first, and
Jim
yeah.
Seeker kicks that shit.
I just like nod politely, and then boom.
So there's like a little like housekeeper at the motel, not.
Yeah.
And then you got Jim Seeker's like the popo, like boom, 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 boom.
So like Cass is knocking on that, and Jim Seeker, because he walks slower because he's smaller, he gets there and he just like starts kicking the shit out of the door. It's like at the bottom.
It's like the polite knock comes from like way up on the door, and the loud
Yeah, comes right at the bottom.
So you hear nothing in return.
Can we open it? Is it locked?
I don't know. Nobody's tried to open it yet.
Right, I'm saying like right now. I try to open it. Is it locked?
Yeah, you can try.
Okay.
Roll me a strength check.
Gem Seeker, help me open this door.
I'm gonna give you the help out. You do over it.
Thanks.
No worries.
Why would you use him when you have me?
Shut the
Well,
fuck up.
you're back
That is a
there.
good point.
13 total.
You strain and strain and nothing.
Jumsicker push!
Gemsticker just keeps on like kicking the fucking door.
Alright, Boda, we need you.
Yeah, now you need me.
Alright, I sometimes need to be independent, you know? I can't rely on you all the time. My big brother.
Hey, Gus,
Huh?
Gus, you know what might help out if you give me the teddy bear, you can use both hands.
Jem, it's okay. Bodar's gonna do it. Don't worry. That was a good idea, though. Alright, go ahead, Bodar.
That will be a 20, dirty 20.
How are you trying to open this door?
Just wrench it open.
How?
With my hand.
Doors either.
Grabbing the hand, pulling or pushing.
Yes.
Oh, that's what you mean. I'll try to pull it.
It opens on
You-
very
I-
well-oiled hinges.
I will look down at Gem Seeker. That's how you do it.
I clap for you. That's my brother. Hey, Morgan, I don't know if we told you, but this is my brother. He's my brother, my big brother, Bodar.
This is how you do it. Shut the fuck up.
Jem, come on.
He will reach down and good-naturedly pat Gem Seeker on the shoulder.
So does Bodar know Babar?
Who's
That's
that?
actually where I got his name from. I took Babar and Dumbo and put them together and came up with Bodar.
Oh my god,
Okay.
nice.
That'll be easier to remember.
That was my idea. Make sure you let them know that.
That wasn't your idea.
Little butter.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Okay, 'cause, you're right, because I had said Dobar, I think.
Yeah, because that was
Dobar.
You're right,
dumb.
you're right. You're right,
That
it
would
was
have been
dumb.
great. Dobar.
So go ahead.
So what is the squeaky one that keeps wanting to steal the bear?
Goldman Gem Seeker.
He is a what? A Duergar.
A Duergar. I believe the class is a bard and he is an artist.
Yes.
Okay.
He'd probably say artiste.
Artiste.
Well,
But yeah,
seems kind of pervy, but
That's
Adrian's
this
character
personality.
pervy,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, I'm not. Nah.
Not at all.
You should have
A
made
bard
Nicholas.
and it's pervy? Nah.
Oh, that makes me think of a bard that was pervy.
I'm sorry. One day I'll play a bard that is not a total degenerate.
The door.
No, I don't want to see you play any other kind of bard, to be honest.
Exactly. I want you to play a human rogue named Ted. As
do it.
as the doors open on very well oiled hinges. What do y'all do?
look
Can we see anything inside?
We'll find out after we come back to this group. We are now gonna flip over to Zemoden. I'll let Zemoden and Frankie get y'all's stuff ready. Crimtash has made it to the city, or to Goodmead now. What are you going to do as you enter into the city gates, or the town gates?
I would like to go talk to the mayor, because that's the last time I think that Crimtash saw the party.
Mm-hmm.
So he would definitely head to the major's mansion and try to find out where my party is, and potentially give the news to the mayor that we have an army.
And I guess I'm making sure I'm staying as far away from the orcs so I'm not interfered.
We're going.
Look in their lip.
We're going to cut to y'all, and anybody who wants to play a dumb orc is very welcome to play a dumb orc. The chieftain is there. What your name again, Octopus Boy?
You just call me an artifact.
No, he's talking to me.
Yeah.
Zemoden.
I think his name is Baby.
I like Bebe. Hey, Bebe,
Modin, baby.
do you have kids called Bebe's kids? Ha ha ha. That's good.
Not
Good.
babies, duh.
Oh, anyway, are we ready? We done eat like many times.
Have we not left yet?
No.
No, we had to eat first.
Yeah.
Okay.
We real hungry. You look good.
I already found you guys food.
I guess let's head out. Let's get this army where it
Uh,
needs to be. So get this over with.
which way we march?
Look, Zemodin looks at the map and starts heading the way the way the map points to.
No. We know where to go. We go there lot times. Which way?
Yeah.
How we march? Right, left, or we go left, right,
No,
left,
left, right.
You're
No.
the chief. You decide.
What do we do? Left, right, same time.
Oh,
What? Oh, it's Happy.
he will look to Vernon, right?
Verdant.
Verdant.
D-
Okay.
yeah.
DENT.
Yeah.
Okay. He will look to Verdant. What do you think? Which way we go? Hop, right, left, right. Which way best?
He's gonna say under his breath in Draconic, under a cliff, and then or off a cliff in Draconic, but then he'll just say right, left.
What do you say? You cuss me?
No.
He cursed you in Abyssal.
Oh,
Do you even? That's not as good.
That was Abyssal, I heard it.
oh,
Guys, this isn't getting us anywhere. How about right, left? That
Oh,
should work.
Left.
How about right, left, right, left, right.
good. Me
Can
no.
you do that without falling over your feet?
But I think
I got it.
if we had spin to the right, left.
Ooh, okay. Yes.
I speak a measle. Buzz, a measle.
Oh yes.
Is it?
Queen Chief.
She's so smart.
How about we talk about this on the march?
Oh,
that-
right.
Oh yeah. Go. So they begin marching as well, and we will fast forward it a little bit.
I just picture the orcs marching and singing a song like Robin Hood Men in Tights.
They're totally just dancing down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're orcs. We eat without forks. We don't like cow. We prefer pork. We're orcs. And they keep on.
That's such a great movie too.
It is. Damn you, Mel Brooks. I think it's what they say when he's burning the houses.
Yeah, they do.
I love that movie. So we're going to fast forward that a little bit, unless there's anything y'all would like to do there to get the army towards Goodmead. I mean,
Vortex.
Then point them in the right direction.
Point them in the right direction and occasionally try not to strangle them.
Yeah.
Smash their faces in with maces.
that works. What was you saying, Kevin?
Well, Vortex is going to complain about the marching. My grandfather was a hobgoblin. You always start on the left.
I agree. I knew your grandpa. We good friends. We share same wife.
Yeah, but he got too old, so we ate him.
Yep.
Hey, Vernon, you priest?
Yes.
Maybe you can pray over battle or something.
I worship. Yeah.
Come on, let's hear it.
Yeah. Give prayer.
Yeah.
To Hallowed Grimtash.
I worship.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
whole
goes like
entire
that.
army goes, oh, Hallowed Grimtash.
I love it.
And they all try to lick their eyes.
Yeah.
Ah,
That's the sign of Creamtash.
Ba, 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 ba.
Nope, can't do it.
Oh, come on. Let's hear prayer.
one day my tongue will be long enough to lick my ears.
My tongue long enough to do something else.
It's good to have life goals.
Yeah.
Yes.
I help you.
He does
I
like tongue
pull your tongue.
exercises.
I help pull your tongue, okay?
Do not touch my tongue.
Come on, I need to stretch it out.
I will chew on your fingers.
Wow,
looks at you
I thought
like
we're
straight
hearing all
dead in
this
the eye.
out in the middle of nowhere when these two
This
people
life
aren't even
clerk's
close.
half clerk in a second.
That one got very dark very quick.
Hey, life lady. Not life lady. Excuse me. Hey, cleric. How about you heal me? Cause I really tired. I think I'm dying.
Looks left, looks right. Internal monologue, good. External, you're not bleeding.
Oh, me need bleed? He, like,
Oh, God.
pulls a fingernail. Ow. Very painful.
I am so
Chief
glad I don't
dying! Chief dying!
One of the orcs
Chief!
grabs, goes near the chieftain and just grabs a nail and just, chew on it. With his hand.
I am
Here.
so glad they don't know what I am.
I'm gonna cast light. I'm gonna cast light on my hands and make them glow nice and shiny, and then and pretend to cast Cure Wounds on him by pushing the light on him.
Oh,
Whoa.
Grimtash give you light. He good.
Yeah, he good God.
He very
It's
good.
called Reiki because it stinks.
Oh, it smell like skunk got piss. Oh, stink bad.
That's why they call it Reiki.
So he rubs it all over his face and now me blend in. And then we'll say that y'all keep on walking. So we'll pop to Crimtash in the mayor's chambers. So you returned, did you? I still haven't got over that cold.
Yes, and I arrived with good news. But, what is of my party?
They went into the tunnels and headed towards Lonely Woods to see how hard it would be to get the people there, or so that they would be safe here. The people,
Very well.
the people from Goodme would travel to Lonely Wood and be safe.
Did they mention any time of arrival?
They should have been there by now. It's been like hours and hours, like 10 hours or more.
This complicates things. We require the assistance of an orc army heading on the ways of Lonelywood.
Wait, no, what's the name of the other town?
Yeah, Lonely Wood.
Well,
Need.
Lonelywood, right? That's the one that we're attacking,
Only one,
right?
yeah.
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 They'll be there in 2 days. Well, day and a half time.
You
Thought
managed
it
to
was
get
3.5.
It's 6 eats, which is 2 days.
2 days.
Yeah, and he took half a day to travel there.
Yes.
Yeah. So, day and a half.
Then yeah. I lost my train of thought again. Give me a second.
Alright, you were talking about how long that it would take them to get there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes. We acquired a orc army.
How many did you manage to get?
How many were there?
1,300.
1,300.
1,300 orcs. Good
Oh my-
warriors.
That should slaughter those little gray ash dwarfs.
Yes, but if we don't manage to get the people of Lonelywood back in here in time, well, you can see how that is a problem.
Well, I have managed to gather a little information after everyone left. I don't know how, but it seems like it just popped in my head that a Duergar can make things happen in the tunnels near here. That some of them are given special abilities just to think things and it happens. They're really rare and are usually exiled.
I am very confused at this information.
And I can't say that it's a fact, but It's what's the word? Lore. We managed to capture a Duergar who mentioned this among other things that he said.
What are you suggesting?
I don't really know. I just know that maybe if you could capture one and get him to be on your side somehow, that maybe we could get the people safe a lot quicker.
Do you want me to head down to the tunnels?
I can't force you to do that. All I can do is ask you.
Well, it seems to me that we are at a crossroads here. I will head down, but I will return, with or without a Duergar to aid us, in a day's time, just in time for the return, just in time for the army to come by. If we haven't managed to get the people out of the town, I am afraid you would have to make a decision of whether these people live or die. Which town you prefer the people to live in.
She will look to Dawn, who is still in the office with her. Take Dawn with you. At least she'll be safe. And
Dawn or Dong?
Dawn, like dust
Okay,
till dawn.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, Dawn. Gotcha.
No, it's Dawn. You Yankee-fied.
Did you just say Yankee Fly?
He's a Yankee-fied person. Are you from the north
Yeah, a
too?
little bit more.
Lord, I pray for all you Yankees.
I'm from the south, bro. Southern, even southern than you.
This is true. You came from Florida.
We won the war, you hick.
Mexico.
I think Adrian beats us all, but
Yeah.
anyway, she will say, take Dawn with you. At least she'll be safe, and maybe she can be of some help. I'll try to get the people ready to head to Lonely Woods.
Very well. Wait, so our character, the plan is to attack Lonelywood, right? Or
The
this
plan
town
that I
area?
remember y'all saying was get all the people
Attack.
from Goodmead to go to Lonely Wood
Gotcha.
to
Yeah.
sucker
Alright.
the Duergar into Goodmead and destroy
Gotcha.
Goodmead.
Okay, so very good. Fine.
Okay.
Got
I mean, that's right?
Yep.
Yeah, that sounds fine.
Okay. That's one that
Yeah,
I
that-
remember.
I thought we were gonna get the people from Lonelywood to this mead place, because this place already had warriors and walls and stuff.
Well, as of right now, y'all can go either way. Which one would y'all rather do?
Okay. If it doesn't matter,
I mean, because it's 6 of one, half dozen of the other. Lonely Woods has warriors and all as well. Probably not as many, because I didn't roll up that number. But I know Goodmead's number. So which one would y'all rather do?
I would say if they have, we take them to Goodmead. Have Lonelywood people come to Goodmead.
Okay.
Okay.
So in that case, is that do you still want Dawn to come with me?
That's up to you. The mayor would rather her go with you to be safe.
Does she talk a lot?
Not really, because I'm not doing a female voice the whole time.
Perfect.
Oh,
Okay.
come on, that's right.
Let's go.
It's the magic Titley voice.
Oh, I missed Titley.
Hello, Crimdash.
It's okay.
Yes.
I can have like my own monologue, man. So
Oh no!
So,
He does the best cheerleader voice.
do you take Dawn with you, or do you want to leave her here? It's up to you.
Yeah. Take Dawn. I need to push somebody off a cliff or something.
All right. So
Try to escape. I don't know.
Awkward shooting.
they, she goes with you, and you enter the tunnels. She's holding on to your arm though. Um. So y'all enter into the tunnels if you're ready to. Is there anything else you want to do before you enter in the tunnels?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm good.
Okay. And so y'all enter into the tunnels, and it I described it before. It's your basic tunnel. You come across where they had the battle with the Duergar. You see the blood and all everywhere because they just left the bodies out there in the middle of the walkway. They do appear to be fairly decayed, though. And you know it's only been a short time, but it appears that it has been several more days than what it was to actually happen. You know, the whole time continuum kind of thing that I can't explain. It just happens.
Would I know that though? Like with Grimdash, or would Grimdash just be like, "Oh man, this happened quite a while ago"?
That is how it would appear to you, because Crimtash would not know about the battle.
Gotcha.
Dawn will look down at the corpses, and then look to you. It seems like they've been dead a long time.
Yes, your powers of deduction are incredible, my lady.
Smells like rot, also.
Crimtash is holding a produce flame, or a flame made by produce flame in his hand, just so he can see.
I'll cast light on my shield.
You're with Zemodin and the orcs. This is
So I got back with the idiots.
Yes.
Or,
I'm working on getting everybody together. I'm working on
well,
it.
I guess I'll still do that. I'll just entertain these idiots by constantly making my shield change colors. Because magic.
And they will be enthralled, believe me. Hey, do it again. Do it again.
Green light.
And
keep going.
Dawn will look at you. They're kind of worthless, aren't they?
Did you say that's...
She kicks the dead Duergar body.
I do not see life in terms of worthless. Everything has its place in nature, my lady. Nothing is worthless.
I guess so. It's just they cause all of this.
Perhaps they have reasons beyond what you can see.
Like someone is guiding them and making them do it?
Or perhaps just social constructs that make them act in certain ways. I mean, not everything has to be about magic, my lady.
Okay. So, is there anything else that you'd like to do at these corpses?
No. Crimtash continues walking down. He's more concerned with finding his buddy.
You will hear the party discussing, and you will hear the loud boomings on the door, actually. And you walk upon the party. They do not see you as they open the doors.
Wait, so I'm on the other side of the doors or behind them?
You're behind the party.
Oh, okay. Do I recognize them from where I am?
Yes, I mean, because Bodar is pretty unmistakable with big old ears and everything.
Okay, so Grimtash kind of places or like kind of like signals Dawn to stay behind him because he's still on like he sees the silhouette of a giant Loxodon, but he's not sure. It could be something. I mean, weirder shit has happened. So he signals that to Dawn, and then he will try to will be something that Boda would only know. What do you
What throws you off is you see a new person with them. Much taller than, what was his name? Puddin'.
Yeah.
It's so funny we forget the characters that he played.
Yes.
So I'm gonna roll here a stealth check. I'm getting a 21. So and I'm just gonna remain close to the party but silent and watching because I have not I'm still not sure. But Primtish is not sure. And he doesn't want to alert his presence because it's only him and Dawn. So
Okay.
yeah.
You rolled a 21 for stealth?
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody in the party, roll for perception to see if you hear anything. Gonna be hard to beat that, but, my y'all are rolling for that.
14.
14, so no, you're just...
I didn't hear shit with my big ears.
Nope, unfortunately. You won't be able to fly through them tubes.
Oh, not 20, 28.
Oh my god, is that a Loxodon?
That's what you probably hear from Dawn.
Oh my god, look at those ears! Oh my god!
Oh my god, that's like a big fella. Isn't that the guy that was in the meeting before? God damn it.
So Cass will hear it. Morgrim. Do you hear it?
Yeah, I mistyped first, so I'm gonna have to redo that.
That's fine. We're pretty laid back here, easy going. What about G?
It's
G's got a 13.
showing up right.
Nope.
Cass, you heard something from behind.
Okay. What's inside this door?
Probably an initiative check.
I don't know, the door's wide open.
What is behind the door?
Inside the door.
Well, that's what I mean from behind.
Ice cream and popsicle sticks.
As you look into the room, it lights up magically, and you will find out what's there next week. Again, thank you for joining in and listening to our session of D&D 5e, brought to you by Knights of the Braille. You can find us at www.knightsofthebraille.com, here on YouTube, as well as your favorite podcast location. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and check out our Patreon if you would like to help us maintain our server costs, as well as purchase other material for the Knights of the Braille community.